Hey everyone, Coach Dale here. Continuing the concept of the relationship bullseye. So what do you think of when you think of a bullseye? You think of concentric circles, right? I mean, it's got the the red circle in the middle, that's the actual bullseye, but then it's got a ring of white and a ring of black, a little bit larger ring of white, a little bit larger ring of black, etc., all the way out, right? And that's what my concept of the whole relationship bullseye is about as well. So just putting some generic terms on it, the actual red part, the actual bullseye itself, would be what you would call the core people. Okay, the core people would be the ones that you're really close to, the ones that basically you know each other's business inside out, no secrets, you're very close. You probably talk multiple times a week, if not multiple times a day. So now these are people that they could be family, could be just really close friends, but it's probably people that you've gone through some kind of difficult process with and survived, okay? They've been with you through diseases like cancer or something like that. You've been in the foxhole together. There's a part of the pathways training that actually they said that the closest friendships are developed in the foxhole. And I believe that. I've talked to some military people and they say those foxhole buddies, they become friends for life really fast. So that's the core people, that's the bullseye itself. And then moving out one layer would be just the close friends, okay? The close friends then would be people that you talk to maybe once a week or something like that. And then moving out from that would be the extended friends, maybe. So those are people that maybe you talk to, maybe once a month or something like that. Or maybe they're people in that extended friends that you can go for months or even years, but when you get back together, you got that connection and you just really feel that closeness and bondedness there. So, and then probably out from that would be maybe the tribe, so to speak, the people that are kind of in the extended side of things that maybe you're a part of. You both support the same organizations. You both are moving in the same direction, but you're not intimately a part of each other's lives. And then maybe out from that is just kind of the crowd, so to speak. And then even out from that would be the followers, the people that maybe, if you've got a reputation or something like that, they just follow along, maybe because of curiosity, maybe because of something where you've said something that has touched their lives, and so they just kind of follow you. And those followers could be loose followers or close followers. So anyway, so those are kind of the levels that you play around with. Everybody's going to have to play around with it a little bit differently and really put things together differently for them. But in general, the closer in you get, the fewer people are in that circle, okay? If you think about it, fans can be in the millions, for some people. And then you get into maybe the tribe. The tribe maybe is 500, 1,000, something like that. Any bigger tribe, you're getting into more fractured tribes or something like that. Go in from one layer from that, and maybe you get to the level of maybe 70, maybe 100, something like that. Go into the close friends, and you're probably looking at maybe a dozen. Certainly no more than 2 dozen, something like that. There's just not that many ways. You don't have that much time in a week to contact each one of these people. And that's basically what's needed for them to be in that circle of close friends. And then core people, it's like, 3 to 6, something like that. And so those numbers, I kind of come up with those numbers based on several different criteria from the different places where I picked up the relationship bullseye criteria. But I use actually the numbers 3, 12, 70, 500, and more, okay? So I actually encourage you and ask you, what do those numbers mean to you? 3, 12, 70, 500, and more. And so I would encourage you to think about the life of Jesus. Jesus had the 12 apostles, right? The 12 disciples that followed him through his 3-year earthly ministry. So that's the 12, that's the close friends. But then Jesus had even closer friends, right? He had Peter, James, and John, which were the 3, okay? So that's the 3 and the 12. A lot of people get confused on the 70. But there's a part in, I think, Matthew where he sends out all the disciples 2 by 2, and he sends out 70 disciples 2 by 2, and gives them the power to heal and cast out demons and such like that. So you think about that, that's 70 people right there, right? And then you always talk about the crowds of, 500 or so that were following him around from place to place to place. And so you think about the 500. And then there's the fans, the extended crowd, where he fed the 5,000 and the 4,000, right? So you got those fans that aren't really part of the inner tribe, so to speak. So that's where I come up with those numbers. And of course, your numbers are going to be a little bit different. Some people have a little bit more, some people have a little bit less, but it's a good place to start. So think about that. And we'll talk more about each of those circles in future episodes here. Anyway, this is Coach Dale. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll catch you on the flip side. God bless.